Hey, I'm Zack, America's #1 practical nutrition expert, and today I have a question that was just emailed into me. So let me read that to you. It comes from Aileen, and it says, "Hey Zack, I love your videos and your daily newsletters, full of a lot of great information. Can you recommend a reliable source of information about milk? Is it good? Is it bad?" Now, typically, these are the questions that I'm really not a fan of because in the course of a diet, making a food good or making a food bad, I don't think it's fair to make gross generalizations about that. In fact, if you look at the research, the habit of drinking milk is actually correlated with good health. Now, that can be because people who drink milk are typically more active, they typically eat more vegetables, they typically have more fruits in their diet. However, you can't say that drinking milk or not drinking milk will make or break your diet. Now, there are three big reasons why you should probably cut down on milk consumption and or cut it out of your diet completely. So let's go through those. Because while having milk or not having milk won't really make or break your diet, for the general population, you as an individual may react to certain things in milk, and it may be that milk is the one food, the one habit that you have that is actually holding you back from getting better health, getting better weight loss results, and having more freedom in your life. So let's get to it. Number one is going to be that milk is a lot of empty calories, actually. I mean, if you compare it with a lot of, green vegetables, fruits, other whole grains, legumes, even meat, milk doesn't have a lot of nutrients on its own. Sure, it has a lot of calcium, it has a lot of saturated fat, but otherwise, it doesn't have a lot of vitamin C, it doesn't have a lot of B vitamins. They actually have to go back and add in a lot of, vitamin D and add in a lot of artificial, if they do add in artificial vitamins, because typically it's pasteurized. That means it's heated, it's processed, it goes through a lot of steps to make it to that store shelf. And in doing so, it loses a lot of the original nutrients that can actually promote health. So you lose out on a lot of conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, that you find in raw milk. You lose a lot of the more heat sensitive, water soluble vitamins like vitamin C. And really, you're left with just a lot of calcium, which is the number one claim to fame for milk. Now, number two is that despite not having a broad array of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, and no phytonutrients to speak of, milk actually can kind of leach calcium from your body. So the way it works is that you never have anything in isolation in the body. If you're eating calcium, if you're eating fat, if you're eating any kind of nutrient, there's no guarantee that that's what you're absorbing and that's what your body is processing. So, for example, that's like saying if you ate a lot of protein, you'd be walking around with a lot of muscle. It's not the case. With calcium, similar story. Calcium is kept in check by vitamin D, phosphorus levels, and a whole other crowd of nutrients and chemicals and hormones. So if you're just getting a lot of calcium from milk, that's not necessarily being absorbed. Actually, milk has an improper balance of calcium to phosphorus, which makes it tougher to get the calcium into the body, especially since the phosphorus in milk is slightly acidic. Now, when you eat this acidic food and it gets absorbed into the bloodstream, your body has to buffer that acidity, right? So what it does is it actually leaches calcium out of the bones to buffer that, to get rid of that acidity, and eventually you just pee all that away. So you can actually lose calcium and have worse bone health from drinking milk over time. Now, this isn't something that's going to happen in a day or in a week or in a month or even a year, but with a lifetime habit of drinking milk, there's a correlation between drinking milk over the lifetime and having osteoporosis and chronic acidosis in the body. So this video is getting long enough. I'm going to tell you all of the additives in milk in the next video in this milk series. So if you're looking to see when this next video comes out, definitely hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.